Hello again. This is a bit of an impromptu video. I am going to do a quick Endless Ocean to showcase the Easter egg that Samen found. I'm going to put a link to the video in the description. I'll put a card in the corner, and you can take a look for yourself. So it turns out there's this little button in the bottom corner that you can press.
What?
And it does a couple things.
Okay.
When you press it, it says something.
What? Yeah. What? Okay.
So it says those three things. That, as Anne pointed out to me, is a reference... Oh, wait, is it still on? Oh, I gotta make sure it's on. It's a reference to Lil Jon, which I would never have guessed in a million years. I'm gonna get this... So it has a pretty interesting effect. I'm just gonna play through this, and then you'll be able to see what happens as a result of this. Of course, you don't get to see... You don't get to see the enemies that will show up in Endless Ocean, but that's okay. I've got extra lives. I can move fast. And we're just gonna see... I'll let it be a surprise. Oh, let me actually turn the music volume back up. It's a little low. Yeah, this... It's a bit goofy. But I'm just so glad this was on the checklist of things to figure out. When Samen, when he was looking at... Oh! There it is! So Octogeddon's voice is now different when he gets hit. He now says, "What? Yeah!" Or, "Okay!" whenever you get hit. Samen said he was thinking about the Easter eggs in Plants vs. Zombies, and that was what drew him to it. So that is the very first Easter egg that has been found in this game. Some of you who are playing this may not... Oh, of course, why wasn't I just using the chicken to deal with those swarms? Some of you may not be able to see the button. We haven't figured out exactly what causes the button to appear, or if it's just always been there. But, it's there. So you can turn this on, and it will make these funny extra noises. Okay. Even the mouse mouth moves to that, which is just so funny. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a firefly. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get another... get another chicken. I don't need the dolphin right now. Although the dolphin proved to be pretty clutch in one of my other videos. So again, shout out to Samen. Link in the description for this discovery. It was... He found it specifically because of the connection to Plants vs. Zombies, and I don't know what the reference is, but some of you who are fans of some series on that might be able to enlighten me. And now I'm just gonna play through some Endless Ocean. This is just a silly extra episode. I don't intend to beat my old record or get very far. I was just too excited to share this. I've been... I mean, it's like when... As soon as the data gets cracked and modding becomes a possibility, I am going to be posting immediately because I want to I want people to know how to do it. You know, there's some hacks out there that mostly revolve around changing the save data, which is not too difficult. It takes just a little bit of know-how to parse the files, but getting into the core data files is a really big part of modding. I guess I'll talk about that for a bit. So, I know I've mentioned this briefly before, but if you want to mod a game like Octogeddon, you have to figure out how the game is programmed. You need to know the engine that it uses. You need to know how the data is processed and read from the file, and you need to figure out how to change things in a way that changes how the game plays without changing the game file, the program itself. Because Octogeddon isn't just running a huge file that's adding all of this stuff. It's reading through the data file, and that has all of the information about how it's supposed to load the music and the game assets and just all of the stuff that you see in game. So the goal of cracking this data file is that we'll be able to make changes to that data so that when we load up the game, it'll say, oh, okay, so you know how we're supposed to load the snake? Actually, this is the animation we're going to use, and it will load up a totally different animation, a different head. We could change what the enemies look like. We could change the speed the enemies shoot. We could change what the eggs look like. We could change backgrounds. Like, we can do all of these, at first, all these little things, and we can make it so so that the game looks different. And then the more that we learn about how this game works, the more that we'll be able to change things like add new missions, and we'll be able to add brand new levels. Okay. Oh, my volume is all the way up. So that's, there aren't very many people who are trying to mod right now. The community is still growing, and personally, I don't know enough about things like encryption to make that happen. Plus, there's, oh, thank goodness, I have more health than I thought, and I got a conch. But after the data has been decrypted, that is the kind of thing that I'm good at. Oh. Okay. What am I gonna get? I've got a decent amount of money. I'm gonna get a cobra. I'll add a tentacle too. And I'll get a goldfish. And I'll get a cobra. And I'm gonna add another tentacle. And I'm gonna get an elephant, just in case I get far enough in the waves to make that useful. So once, like, I'm pretty good with the software, and I know some things about the data itself, but I still don't know how to like test the file and try to figure out how to decrypt it and re-encrypt it, and and make those changes that are necessary when you're modding a game like this. But rest assured, I am actively trying to figure that out. Unless, of course, maybe the developers are gonna make their own mod kit, because that's becoming a common thing. Like Minecraft and Roblox VR chat, I think, those have always had mods available, and they make it possible for you to add things in and see everything that you've got added in. And Octogeddon should definitely have stuff like that. I've been hearing a couple really good ideas from people commenting on these videos, and just talking to people on the Discord server. And I don't know, I guess I just wanna I wanna do it because I want to play mods. I'll definitely be making mods, but I wanna make like a super hard mode. I wanna make, some people have been suggesting like modes where you can just buy anything that you've unlocked, where you can look through the menu and get anything, or like switch between the things you've already unlocked. And there's so many things that you could do, and I want to do it. So we're at wave 19 now, and I got another magic conch. Haven't gotten a hit yet though, so I haven't been able to see more of that Easter egg, but try it out for yourself. Go into your compendium and see if there is a little button in the bottom left corner. And if not, then let me know, because it might be that you have to unlock it somehow, and that's still something that we have to figure out. So until then, Samen says that he's going to be looking for way more Easter eggs. And considering he's the one who found the first one, I'm going to trust that he has the right mindset. I mean, that tells me that Easter eggs might be kind of like, there might be other games, because there's direct references to Insaniquarium, like the goldfish that drops silver and gold coins. That's just, he's said that that's just a flat-out reference to it. So maybe there's more Insaniquarium references, maybe there's more Plants vs. Zombies references, or at least the Easter eggs will be similar enough to the way that Plants vs. Zombies is structured. I don't know. I think I've talked myself in circles over this Easter egg, but I mean, it's finally been discovered. This is what's fun about playing games like these when they're brand new. That, you know, was that another magic conch? Wow. I should play Endless Ocean more to unlock these things. So I don't know. I just enjoy seeing these things as they happen. And maybe being able to witness more of these reveals in real time. It's just super fun. Yeah. Honestly, when I first heard it, it was super funny, but I didn't even know what it was referencing until until Anne pointed it out, because she actually, like, pays attention to that stuff. I mean, I still think it's super funny, but I would never have, like, figured that out on my own. I'm gonna get a snapping turtle in place of the elephant. Because the chicken at least will still give me a bit of use. Look at this, I'm talking about the game again. I don't know. If anybody's gonna find out, if anybody's gonna find the other Easter eggs, I think it's gonna be Samen, because like, going through their channel, tons of Plants vs. Zombies videos. They do Twitch streams and stuff like that, and also, you know, speaks for itself. Like, that's what true fans do. They play the game as much as they can, and they just analyze every aspect of it until eventually they figure out how to make it work. I think I got to, like, wave 20 something. I'm not totally sure, though. Admittedly, I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention right now. I'm just riding the tide from that discovery, and hoping that, just hoping to let people know, because it's really funny. It's like, if you've watched any of our Insane Aquarium playthrough, there's an episode where we show off the there are code words you can type in, and those code words will cause different things to happen in game. They don't affect, like, they don't let you do anything like a cheat code, but it does let you do fun little extra things. And I mean, there may be, I've been typing stuff into the title screen, trying to find things out, and I've just been doing as much research as I can, and hoping that there's some kind of way to figure out what all these extra things are. And I will say, I promise that if I am able to figure out the algorithm for it, I'm not just gonna spoil it willy-nilly. I want to be real methodical about it, because I want people to still be able to figure it out themselves. So if I do manage to crack the data, then I will just I'll maybe give hints, or I'll go slow with it, because, you know, maybe the developer doesn't want to show those things off right away, or he has something in mind for revealing those things. And if that's the case, then I'm not gonna say anything, because I want, like, it's not my game, and I love it, and I want to mod it, and I want to do stuff, and I will be, you know, tearing the code apart to try to figure this stuff out. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to hurt the devs' feelings, or ruin the surprises or the intended experience. Like, I would feel pretty bad. I mean, I'm working with a team called Stonevale. I've said the name to death. Maybe I'll pop a link in the description. But we're working on a game as well, and one of the things we've been thinking about is modding and cheats and Easter eggs, and like if somebody like cracked all the game data and then immediately like revealed it all, spoiled it for everybody, then I'd be pretty upset, because I wouldn't want people to miss out on their own experience of the game. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll really just have to see how things turn out in the future, because it could be a week, a month, 10 years, 1 year, who knows, before we figure out how to crack the Octogeddon data. And maybe somebody who has a little bit more experience than I do. Oh, hey, look at that. Got my turtle. Someone who has a little more experience than I do may be the first to crack it. And if that's the case, then I'll just be excited to start modding and doing cool stuff. I might make like a modding program. The Hollow Knight, I coded some. Okay. The Hollow Knight modding community is really awesome. There's an entire API, which is basically a program that it's made to help people add and remove mods from the game files. So depending on how things go, I may end up trying to create one of these programs that makes it easier for people to add and remove things from the game. So then, instead of having to go into the code and change everything by hand, you would start this program, and then you'd pick out like the files, and you could change things from there. So stay tuned. You know, that'll depend on, again, just how soon I can do something like this. I'm on wave 31 now. I'm actually far enough that I might even get to 50. Maybe I'll beat my old record. I've got plenty of lives. I've got my saw shark and my snapping turtle to help me along. And I've been pretty lucky until, or up to this point. I wonder, I don't know, there's just that one Easter egg so far, but is there, oh, I tried to activate Spike before I had him. But I wonder if there's stuff like still in the menus that I could be clicking. I mean, I don't know, while I'm recording this, I'll bet that Samen has already tested out all these things. So we'll just keep looking and see what happens. Anyway, I think I've definitely talked the modding stuff to death, but can you blame me for being so excited about this? I wonder if something happens when you reach Octogeddon. I'm gonna try that next. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. So I need to get one more tentacle, which means I need to do really good in this next life, so that I can get to 10,000, and then I'll buy that other tentacle and see if maybe the Octogeddon statement changes too. now the stakes are raised. I have to do well so that I can try this out, see if something else happens. And again, I was gonna test this out on my own, but I've been trying my best to record all of my gameplay just so that anyone who's watching gets a totally blind experience. I need a frog. So, I guess I can get rid of the chicken. No, well, the goal is just don't get hit enough to have to worry about it. I bought the snail because I wanted to finally protect myself, since I have a goal in mind. And I imagine we'll probably end up getting to a pretty high wave during this process. 2,000. That's... I don't actually remember how much I started with. I think I spent most of my gold trying to get set up for this. I'm getting a lot of shells, too. I got, what? Was that, like, 2 magic conchas? So... that's... I'm pretty happy with that, at least. I would, though, really like to reach Octogeddon. Because if the voice of Octogeddon has changed, then maybe other voices have changed. The cutscenes might have changed, so I'll be doing additional runs of this in the future. I've got a bit of a backlog. I've already done videos for my next couple videos. I have done my next run. But oh, that clutch turtle. But I'll definitely be testing out some of these things. More Endless Ocean, more of hard mode and normal mode. Doing some joke runs, like an all goldfish run. I think would be pretty funny. See if I can get to Octo Goldfish. I don't know. I have 4,000 gold now. Yay! Almost halfway there. I've taken half of my health. And I'm having a bit of trouble on these big enemies. I need to focus a little bit more on them right away, because I can deal with the other ones oh boy. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it this time, but maybe on my next mode. Oh. Yeah, I'm not feeling too confident. Yeah. But I died. Nothing else I can do but get a pelican and just push right on through. I think I'm starting at wave 20 now. Yeah, I didn't get far enough to... Well, I got far enough to start on wave 20 again, but not far enough to start on wave 30. I think I was at like 33, 34. So, last life, my hopes aren't very high. Well, really, again, I just wanted to show off this Easter egg that Samen found, and just talk a little bit about the future of Octogeddon. Like, there is a pretty strong burgeoning community around this game. There is the first speed run is almost less than an hour on normal mode, and there's a lot that we can do, and I plan to do it all. So if you're interested, then definitely stick around, and and just keep an eye out for more reveals like this. No doubt, now that this news has been spread, there's gonna be stuff from people like Zack Scott Games, Finpire, Pungence, Zebra Gamer. There's some YouTubers. There's Muzzle F, who does Russian language stuff. There's Father, who does gameplay videos without commentary. Like, there's a lot of stuff. So you know, find the YouTubers that fit you best and just keep up with their Octogeddon gameplay, and chances are you'll end up seeing their gameplay videos showcasing these new things. I don't know. There's a lot of people don't like to mention other channels or talk about the fact, like, I'm making these videos, but I'm also like, I watch YouTube videos all the time. Like, why I'm not gonna pretend that this channel is the only one that exists. Like, most of the people who are watching these videos, possibly yourself included, are watching them because you were watching other YouTubers' videos, and then it was suggested content. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the only person doing Octogeddon videos, or that I'm the only one you should watch. Like, you should watch all of these different content creators if you like them, myself included. Like, that's the nice thing about YouTube. There are hundreds of Octogeddon videos out there now, and you can pick anybody that you want. You can choose to watch more family-oriented stuff. You can choose to watch things in different languages. People who play the game, who are maybe a little bit more vulgar than I am, and you can just enjoy the game more than anything. You know, come for the game, stay for the people. That's kind of how I think about it. I almost have 10,000. If I can get a life, then I've only ever gotten one extra life, but if I can get an extra life, then maybe I will be able to I'll be able to reach 10k and get that Octogeddon upgrade, and then maybe hear another Easter egg, potentially? Oh, nice try. This snapping turtle, I have come a full 360 degrees. No, I've come a full 180 on them, because they're just so useful, and if I didn't have them, then I would definitely be dead. You know, I honestly thought I was just gonna die right away, so it's kind of funny that I'm here and I'm starting to think I could beat my old record. Like, that's a serious possibility, which I'm pretty excited for, because my goal is I want to be #1. You know, I'm gonna compete, and you know, you don't have to compete if you don't want to, but that's like my personal motivation to keep playing. I want to do the speed runs. I gotta do it all, because I mean, I did that sort of thing with Insane Aquarium, and that was before there were really forums. Well, that was when it was all just forums and things. before there were online communities just dedicated to this different stuff. When I was younger, everybody went onto cheats.com, or I don't remember the other one. Okay, so I almost have 10,000. There we go. So now I just need a life. Come on, game. Give me a life so that I can buy Octogeddon, and we can see whether or not... Oh, there's a Megapede now. Thank goodness I've got the Saw Shark and the Pelican. There we go. Split them into pieces. And keep sawing them. This is where it gets hard. Like hard mode hard. Just gonna spin around and hope for the best. Come on, give me that life. I know it's possible, so give it to me. When there aren't shooters, I'm gonna focus on de-stunning or de-stealthing, and then just spin around with the Saw Shark to destroy stuff. I might get to wave 50 again. That would be pretty nice. Here's another Megapede. Why isn't it called a Mechapede? Is it called a Mechapede and I've just been reading it wrong? There we go. Split that one down the middle. Well, really, just cut off the head a bit. I only cut off the head a little bit. So that Gigasub, that's gonna be a huge priority to slurp up with the Pelican. Knock him back for a little bit. Wave 45. Wow. I've even got a bunch of money. I could keep this going. Maybe I'll get to 100 this time. Still no sign of a life, and I am confirming that I do have 0 lives left. The Mechapede doesn't seem to leave a certain range, even when he turns, and sometimes he goes back while he does that, but that depends on how far he is. I have quite a bit of money. I mean, I kind of wish that I had an extra life, because again, I'm so close to getting to Octogeddon using this Easter egg. So I really want to make it work. Oh! Whew! Hey, I'm gonna get to wave 50! Oh! As long as I don't die. Porcupine actually does really well against Megapede. Because it just forces him to keep his distance, constantly flee. Look at that, actually, whoa! This combo is really good. Because he keeps running into the egg. Wave 50. Oh! Nice. Wow, wave 50 again. That's pretty good. I don't remember what my record is, so I'm just gonna see how far I can get. Oh, I grabbed all 3 of those. Maybe I'll spit that in a good direction. There we go. Take care of all those guys that were coming up on me in that direction. The Pelican does a really good job at getting rid of stuff like that. The frog is good. Like, no denying that, but the pelican gives me a bit more freedom. And he can grab multiple enemies. Which is a huge deal for this stage. Wave 52. Oh! No! Yay! Oh, my highest wave was 57. And I got to 53. Well, thanks for tuning in on this special episode. This is a little out of order, but I just wanted to share the Easter egg and show you how you can do it too, and also plug Samen's channel because I really appreciate his help on discovering this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.